How's it going, guys? So in this video, we're going to be rearranging my racks that I have right here. These aren't like super heavy duty, but I think they're going to withstand receivers. And right here, I only have these 2 rows full of items, but I haven't refilled them up in a while. I've just been letting them sell out, sell out, sell out. And I put the rest of the items in a couple boxes so I can just sell on my website, which is down below. And the reason why I did that is because I ran out of space for my big items, and the big items is really where I make a lot of my money. So as you guys can see right here, these are all the receivers that have to be listed. And once I show you guys my other rack, like they're pretty full. And the way my dad has it set up with the receivers is that they're kind of like standing upwards like this, and they're just in a row like that. So I'm going to be getting the measurements and spread out the racks, or the rows of the racks, or the columns, whatever, so that they fit perfectly. And this entire rack right here, I could just put straight up receivers. Because I wanted to start getting a lot more stuff like that, and then, you know, get subwoofers and more expensive items like that. So this one right here, this brand is Definitive Technology, and it's a Super Cube 3, and I believe it goes for like $150 for parts, or $150 pre-owned. You know, sell it for $100 for parts. I got it super cheap. And this one is a Velodyne subwoofer, and almost all of them are listed for parts, and I tried testing it out and it didn't even power on. And we were, you know, messing with the cable and all that, and it still didn't power on. So it's going up for parts. And for parts, they are listed like for like $180. So be on the lookout for these kind of subwoofers. The more high tech they look, usually the more expensive they are. JBL subwoofers and stuff like that, and they're very easy to test. All you do is plug them in and get a little red and white cable, and you can just get the one that goes to the aux cable, and you can connect to your Android or your iPhone with the adapter. So it's not too hard to test those out. Right, guys, the way I used to do it was like this, just stacking them up like this, but it's not a good way to, you know, be able to look at all of them, and they aren't like straight, and it just looks kind of messy. So over time, this is going to take a bit. I'm not going to, you know, I might just dedicate a day. Right now, I actually have an employee or a contractor. He's coming in 4 hours a day, and he's listing items for me. And he said that he's willing to do extra hours. So I might tell him, you know, slowly add an extra hour so we can fix these racks and get them better organized. And the way I'm going to be organizing my racks now, I've been thinking, this is rack 1, this is rack 2, and that next one is going to be rack 3. And what I'm going to do is like rack 1, section 1, which is all this, and then section 2, and then section 3. Because there's 3 sections per rack. So I'm thinking that's how I'm going to do it. So it's going to be on the custom schemes, it's going to say rack 1/1/ whatever, you know, number sticker I have on there. So we're probably going to do like that. And I'll probably have them, you know, do like one of these sections a day on top of like the normal listing, so you can get an extra hour too. And what we'll do is we'll search these up. Some of these are really old. Some of these are newer that I've listed. But I want to see the prices. Some of them were listed with my virtual assistant, which I don't use anymore. And for some reason, some of them haven't moved. They're cheaper and stuff like that. So I want to get stuff out that isn't worth being on my store anymore. If some of these subwoofers are like $20, they need to go because they're too big and they take up too much space. So I want them to, you know, maybe like 1 row a day, do like a search up and see what's going on, or just discount them a little bit and add the new inventory system for them. And that way we can really get organized right here and get more of a system for the receivers, because I'm going to start pushing a lot more, and I want to have like a better system for that. And yeah, guys, so right here I could fit, I believe, like 5,000 items per row. So 5, 5, 5. That should be like 15,000 items if I really cram it up. And honestly, I don't think I'm even going to get there. I only have like 8,000 items in my store right now, but I have the option to get there if I need to, if I want to. And right here, like I said, it's just going to be receivers, and I'm going to add more rows of those kind of items. So yeah, and the goal is to just, you know, be on top of liquidating them, moving them, and so that they don't pile up. A lot of these items have been up here since I moved into this warehouse, which was like a year ago, and I haven't been doing a good job of checking up on them and discounting them or just deleting them. So now I'm trying to be better about that. So yeah, we're going to get to it. Before I move those racks, get the measurements, and get that going, I'm going to ship items. So what I do right now is I ship items as soon as I get here, and Right now, I think we have like 30 for that are going out today, and I'm gonna just get those knocked out and throw them in my car. Well, it's actually raining. I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna pack those up, and then I'm gonna start on that. I'm gonna be trying to get done before he even gets here, so that we could start implementing that new system. Have him list for like 3-4 hours, and then I'm gonna have him do like a column of the new wave today. So guys, let's get to it. All right, guys, so I had just recorded a video showing everything that sold, and it died. But I'm gonna just do a quick rundown again. So this battery right here sold for $60, and I have a bunch of these, and it's gonna go UPS ground because you can't ship batteries over, you know, like on an airplane. So this one sold for $60, and I was about to delete them because I have a bunch on that blue rack that I'm gonna be dismantling. So, you know, I was thinking about just deleting them, but one sold today, so now I'm gonna keep them. So screw it. This old Nintendo sold for $40, 4 parts. It's a little broken right here, but it's still sold. This subwoofer right here, it's a JBL, tested, it works. This one for $120. Plus the shipping, everything was plus the shipping. These right here, I have a ton of them. I have like 500 of them that I got for like literally $500 for 500 of them. And I was gonna say no because there's not that much movement on them, but I've been selling like 2 or 3 a week, so they've been good. I just don't know if I want to keep 500 of them. But I don't know, we'll see. Like, I'll show you guys. Like, right up there, you guys see? Like, I have a ton up there. And then right here, like, all this entire rack was full on top. So, and there's just a few left. And then over here, I have more. And then in some of those boxes, I have some back there. And then there's some here. But they go for like 40 each. And they have been selling here and there. But I don't know if I want to keep all of them. You see? God damn. But yeah, guys, I might just get rid of a bunch. Cheap, like on Facebook Marketplace. They're too big and they take up too much space. They obviously sell. I've been selling a good amount of them, but they take up a lot of space. I might just keep like 100 of them and then just until those sell. But obviously for like $1 each, I said screw it and I got them. You know, these things right here, I bought them like at an auction place that was local, and it was like audio equipment, and I got like 2-3 pallets of these things for like $100. It was just a ridiculous deal, and that was just like a one-time thing because we've looked on that auction place often and they don't really get stuff like that anymore. But I've been selling these for like 1.5 years consistently. I got like a couple thousand of these. This was sold for $50. This camera right here, it's a Canon, look a little digital one. This was sold for $30. This thing right here sold for $6, nothing crazy. Sony headphones, these work. People actually love these for some reason. They need a charging base, but you can just plug in the aux and they work. But if you want the wireless, they need the charging base. So these sold for $20. This little camera right here sold for $20. Battery chargers are really good, guys. I always have good luck with them. This sold for $35 plus the shipping, which was I charged $14.99 for the shipping. Amazon, what are these called? Echoes. This sold for $10. Nothing crazy, but it's still a sell. I got a bunch of these Manscaped things. I bought like 30 of them. And I've been selling for like $25 to $35 each without any chargers or anything like that. So it's pretty good. This can right here only sold for $7. This calculator sold for $7. This Garmin right here sold for $20, guys. Look at it. It's destroyed. But if it works, it's like $120. It's like a digital one. But like stuff like this, people never buy them. And I come in and I buy these and I sell them, you know? Because someone can take apart the screen and fix the LCD and get a new screen for it. And then they can put like, you know, a couple hours of time into it and flip it for the 120 and just get the strap for it. I don't do that. I don't fix stuff. I sell the broken stuff. This camera right here, I got a bunch of lots of these. All I have to do is take off this tape and the seam right here is good to go. So yeah, this sold for 20. Yeah, guys, this is just a few of the things that sold overnight. Nothing crazy. It's, you know, it's only like 9 o'clock right now, and yeah, it was pretty good. So right now I'm gonna ship all these items. Oh, I also sold a big Dyson that I bought. These have been really slow. I have been considering, you know, taking them off, but it's those up there. But it sold for $120. But they've been really slow. Like normally the Dyson, the V10s are the ones that are better, but I pulled the trigger on those, buying a bunch of them, but they've been really slow, to be honest. But one sold today too, and like with the battery, so you never know when something's gonna sell. It might sit on there for a while, but when it sells, it's like, oh damn. And I think that's how much I paid for all of them. So you never know what's gonna sell, when it's gonna sell. But you know, at the end of the day, it's all money. It was money that was invested a while ago, and now they barely sold. So now I'm just gonna pack these up, and then I'm gonna start on that rack. Alrighty guys, so I got all the packages packed up, and I am gonna drop off right now. My worker's getting to the warehouse in 30 minutes, and I'm also just gonna grab some Chipotle really fast. And yeah, so right now when I get back, I'm gonna get him strung out on listing the receivers. We're gonna do straight receivers today. He's probably gonna do like 40 of those today. And then I'm gonna also teach him how to do the new system of for the racks. And we're gonna start doing like a column or two a day to rearrange that new inventory system. And I've been trying to do that for a while, but it's just time. And I mean, he's down to help out and get some extra hours, so it's gonna be really cool. So yeah guys, gonna go drop these off and get some food, and I'll see you guys at the warehouse. All right guys, so all the receivers that I have bought, they weren't all checked, and some of them were really cheap. I tell them if they're under $35, these are gonna go for like the flea market or Facebook Marketplace, and I can squeeze $5–10 bucks cash out of these. These were listed. Those are all pretty good. This is like $600–700 bucks right here. This is all the receivers that were listed as well, and I cleared all this out. A lot of the items, some of the items I deleted. All of them are now in the new inventory system, which is like rack 3, section 1, 2, 3. All of these are updated. I did that all right now. These I'm gonna be standing up straight with this, but just whenever I lift these up. And then I got Nando over here fixing all this stuff over here. And he's deleting anything that's under like 35 bucks. And they're all gonna be aligned like this. We moved this box is over there, we moved it over here. We're gonna check all these. And he'll probably do like 2, maybe 3 sections. Like even this could be standing straight, but he's putting all these to the new inventory system, which is, this is rack 1, section 1, that's section 2, section 3. This is rack 2, section 1, section 2, section 3. And they're all gonna be on the new inventory system. Even over there, I found some items that weren't even listed anymore. So, and then these are gonna check these up. So while he's doing that, I'm gonna be now getting the measurements and separating the columns so that they're good to go for receivers. Not that heavy duty. They're like wobbly plastic. That's why I never use them for receivers, but my dad has been doing that with these kinds, and yeah, they're pretty good. And we got these from a warehouse that shut down or was like downsizing in the Bay Area. And we found them on Facebook, and they had a ton of these for sale, and we bought them out. And Colin has these, my dad, and my uncle, and we sold a few to like other people like on Facebook Marketplace. So, but we don't have any more. I don't know where you can find them. So it's off, and they have to be 24 inches apart. So let me see how that would work. So this is 28, and then 28. Okay. All right, guys. So I pretty much got done with fixing those racks up. They're 24 inches apart, except for here. I already had filled this up, and I'm thinking of leaving it like that because this much space is really gonna make a difference, and those items are already filled up, and I'm gonna just put stuff that is about that size. So I think that's good right now. But the good thing is I have a bunch of beams now, and the way I had the racks, I had a bunch of these left over. So now I can, with what I just took off right now, I can make an entire new rack right here because I have the towers over there. So if I get to the point where I'm getting a lot of bigger stuff, I have enough for another rack right here. So now I got the 2-for-1, more expensive items, and I still have enough space for the tinier ones, and it's just good. So right now I'm gonna set these up and show you guys how they're gonna be. Boom, so that's set up right there. And these are already listed, but I have to go back and input these. I have to input these in the new inventory system. These were listed yesterday. I didn't even know we were gonna do this, but I said screw it today. But I'm gonna go and do these now. and this is pretty much how it's going to be. I don't even have enough receivers that are listed right now to start filling this up, and then we're going to free up a lot of space now that we're doing it that way over here. But look at that. That just looks so much better, and it's going to be a lot easier to find. Now these are inserted in the new inventory system, and it's on both sides. And now we go like that, and we're going to get rid of stuff that, you know, is older. This just looks a lot better. And yeah, guys, so that's pretty much it. Now it's time to rebuild like this, and now I can add another row if I end up getting a ton more product like that, which I have been buying a lot of lately. So, you know, just mixing the big with the small is just perfect. I switched up the business model quite a bit. Now I'm doing the bigger ones, and only because I have the website where I can push the smaller product. I have so much product just ready to be sent out for that. I have tubs and tubs full, but the only reason why I pivoted to doing mainly bigger, but still having thousands of smaller ones listed, is because I can, you know, push them through my website, which is down below, guys, if you guys are interested in buying some of that. But if I didn't have that website and people weren't buying them, I wouldn't be doing that. I'd just still keep listing my stuff, and I'd probably get up to like 40,000 items listed, honestly. But yeah, this is what I'm doing now, guys. Check out the new podcast, which is down below. The first link on top, Lowball KINGZ. I'm doing it with my buddy Colin. You guys can join the Facebook group on there down below. Join the Patreon. You know, my Instagram is down below, guys. Let me know what you guys thought of this video. I'm gonna be recording a lot more stuff that I'm just doing throughout the day instead of just sitting down in front of the camera. I'm just gonna start showing you guys a lot more of just me doing. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna catch you guys later.